We're good.
Are you recording now? Robby, are we back?
Yeah.
All right, we're back. We are back here. Robby, I'm going to do all the introductions for you, so you don't even have to worry about it. We are back here. Excuse me, that didn't work. We are back here on Let's Talk 716 with the stars of Tavern Talk 716, Keith White Jr. We got whatever he's calling himself this week, Duran Gomez, Salvatore Morocco, Tango Torres, a.k.a. Tango to Gomez, something he called himself this week on the show. We also have a very special guest because it was your requirement for us to come back on the show. We have our one audience member. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Deborah Hughes, a.k.a. Deborah Stans, a.k.a. Sissy Fit.
There you go. And tell them out there. I know that was awesome. So tell the world how they like food.
I am one of the co-founders of the Queen City Roller.
Whoa! Did you hear that, Robby?
It went in and out.
She said she is one of the co-founders of the roller girls, the roller derby girls at Riverworks.
No.
No, what?
I've never heard of that.
You've never gone to a roller derby?
Prepare to have your world expand.
You've never been to the roller derby at Riverworks?
No.
Okay, so this is what it is, okay? It is a bunch of girls in short shorts and little skirt things, and they skate around on a track, and they just run into each other as hard as they can to try to knock each other down. How does that sound?
Sounds kind of dangerous, though.
Yeah.
Dangerous indeed, but it's awesome. So she is one of the founders of that, and that's sports. Well, now we got sports stuff for you, Robby, because that's sports. She is involved in sports.
Queen City Roller Derby. Check it out if you don't know. It's a lot of fun. It takes place at Riverworks.
One of the fastest growing sports.
One of the fastest growing sports on planet Earth. What do you think about that? And way faster growing the XFL, because the XFL went out of business.
Is it already?
Oh yeah, they're gone, dude. Yeah,
It lasted like 5 days.
I know, it was so good. I enjoyed it.
Oh my
I really
goodness.
enjoyed it. I was a big
Was
fan.
it good?
Yeah, DC Defenders, baby. I like the DC Defenders. They had both of their quarterbacks.
I think it could be good. I didn't watch any of it, but
The
I
DC
thought I'd have a
Defenders,
chance.
DC Defenders, both of their quarterbacks used to play for the Bills, and they had a running back who used to play for the Bills.
Oh, no.
So I was like, that's my team.
That sounds like a given. Robby, sorry. I feel like this is your show. Do you want to talk about anything?
We're taking over your show. I apologize. Go ahead.
In that first show where Ron where Ron came on camera or whatever, what was he trying to steal?
Was he trying to steal?
My woman.
Oh yeah, Duran's woman for sure. Other than that, I don't even know. I'd have to go back and watch it.
It's been a long time. Let's just say
Ron's a thief. Ron
trying to steal our show.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to steal. The spotlights. I don't know what he was trying to steal. What was he?
Those things are all accurate. The show, the spotlight, my woman. Since we got a lot of feelings of things Ron's trying to steal. Probably my wallet.
Was he trying to steal something? I don't know. I have to go back and watch it. I appreciate that you're a big enough fan that you know the things. I was saying while we were in between calls here, I said I feel like we're at a Star Trek convention where you're like, in episode 1, when the crew went down to the planet. Like I don't know. I don't remember, but I'm glad you do.
So that's that question. What else you got for us there, Robby?
So when you guys first started the show, what were you guys trying to talk about in the show?
Anything. We wanted to talk 716, the Buffalo area code, the city we love. We wanted to talk everything and anything Buffalo, and we wanted to drink beers and eat food while we did it.
Yes, I feel like we really didn't get to pick up speed on the original concept of the show, we were very quickly sidetracked, and we had to kind of pick up what little we could from the ashes, and
You're talking because of the quarantine.
because of the quarantine, and make a show out of it. We really didn't even get our feet under us for the original idea of the show, which was, like Keith said, to talk about all things 716. It never even got the ball rolling. So very quickly the show became an entirely different entity in the Bunker series that you will either get to or have been watching, where it's just Keith and I talking obnoxiousness in our bunker.
I will say that as much fun as we have doing this show every week, and we do have a lot of fun down here doing the show every week. I love that the two of you now, it's like me and then the two of you. I can do this every week. This is okay. The show that we do currently with us just sitting here, and we kind of babble for half an hour. We don't really talk about anything, and we just kind of have a few laughs and a few beers. This is not what the show is supposed to be. Originally, the show was supposed to be us talking about everything happening in our city.
We have got.
We had, and we did have Jay on from Wise Guys Pizza in the one episode. And the idea was to have guests on, to talk things in Buffalo, to tell people current events that are coming up, and to kind of put a fun spin on everything. But unfortunately, the corona hit, and we kind of, since then, we've just been throwing a show together every week, not because we don't care, but because there's just nothing to talk about. So we kind of put a show together, and then we edit it, we get it online just to keep it out there, because if we went away, you forget we're even there. So as long as we're doing something, then it stays in people's minds and it stays in people's thoughts, and then once everything's turned back on and the world's running again, we can hopefully get back to do what we wanted to do, which is to have a real show with a real audience and real guests and talk about real things we're still going to talk nonsense. There's no going to be, I can't
That's
talk.
just how we operate.
I can't go without talking nonsense, so we'll still talk nonsense, but it's going to have a little more substance to it. So that's the main idea, is to talk the city of Buffalo, talk to the 716, and just everything we know, everything we love. So because we love Buffalo, Boo, Buffalo.
And when Ron posted that video yesterday, I was like, what?
Oh, you talking about the video where he said he wanted to replace us?
Yeah, I was like,
I
what?
told about it. The episode we filmed tonight, I informed Duran that Ron paid for a commercial during our show talking about replacing us. And he paid for an advertising block in our show where he talked about replacing us. We're not going to go for that, Ron. I think we already talked about that with you, Robby. But we're not going for that. We're not letting Ron replace us. This show is ours. This is our show, and we're going to make it continue to be our show. And go Buffalo. Buffalo.
We're not going to allow that former producer of this show to bully us around.
Yeah, Ron's a bully. You tell him he's a Met-loving bully. Go Blue Jays.
Actually,
Go Cleveland Indians.
that's a good one.
All right, there you go. He likes the Indians too. So.
Yeah.
Tighten in my chair here, Robby, so it doesn't squeak. What else you got for us? Question us up, man. We are here to be on your show. You are the captain of the ship. You steer us. I know that it's a mutiny, and we're trying to take over the ship. You cannot allow that. You have to steer us in the right direction. You bring us, you have the map. You take us to the treasure, Captain.
We are prone to take advantage of any leeway we're given.
Yeah.
As Keith said, I will.
You give Duran an inch, he'll take a
I
mile.
will take 3 miles.
You give Duran an inch, he'll take a mile, and then he'll ask to borrow 2 more.
So it's in your best interest to kind of keep the reins.
Yeah. We don't generally have somebody with the reins on us. So you can do that today. We're not usually the
Ron
guests.
tried, but then he just got on our show. We
Kicked him
fired
to
him.
the curb.
So it feel like you are in much better position than Ron ever was. So we are on your show. By all means, what do you wanna talk about?
So we
On the first episode.
on the second one
All right. He showed me.
from
Yeah.
on the second one from that tavern.
Magrooters.
Yeah,
65-cent chicken wings and buckets of beer on the cheap.
We are looking forward to returning to Magruder's. They
Yeah.
treated us very well.
We will definitely be back to Magrooters once the world's turned back on. So 65-cent chicken wings and hopefully buckets of beer will still be on sale when we return to Magrooters.
and you were wearing that goat head jersey.
Yes, my Sabres jersey you're talking about.
Yeah, with
You gotta just not to interrupt you again. I apologize, Robby, but you will probably get some people who watch this episode who are not necessarily sports fans, just because we're on the show. So when you say goat head, you are referring, because even though we don't talk
Goat head
sports,
refers to 2000 to 2006.
yes. So even though we don't talk sports on the show, we're not big sports fans. I do wear a lot of Sabres gear on the shirt, on the shirt as well. On the show, and you're referring to I'm wearing the old black and red Sabres jersey that we had a hoodie on underneath because I was freezing in that bar. So you're talking about the old school goat, angry devil goat Sabres jersey.
yeah.
Okay, what about it?
Like, what were you guys talking about on that show?
What did we talk about on that show? Oh man,
Wasn't that the show where we were talking about
that was the show where
blue
you.
cheese versus ranch?
That was the show where you said 2 minutes before we went on the air, you said, I'm not feeling it this week.
And it totally.
And you just derailed. Duran actually
pulled the
derailed.
carpet out from under Keith.
Right. Duran derailed that whole show because he said, just before we went on the air, he looked at me dead in my eyes and said, hey, man, I'm just not feeling it this week. And I was like on cloud 9, and I just was like, right back down to earth. And so Duran spent most of that show being angry. And actually, at the beginning of the show, when it says our names on the screen, above Duran's name, it actually says already sick of Keith. And we're like 35 seconds into the show. And about halfway through the show, Duran got up and left. He just got up and walked away. And then Jay from Wise Guys came and joined me for a while. And Keith was really good on the show. I actually thought he was really good on the show. He would be a good guest to have back. But Duran, on the second episode where I wore the Sabres jersey, I'm not sure how we got there to here, but we did, as we do on this show and on our show. Duran got up and left and then came back later. And then once he came back, things were a little better. But yeah, that show was all about Duran not wanting to do the show, but doing it anyway and ruining it for me.
I know why he was angry.
Ooh.
Insider information.
Behind the scenes.
Dude, tell.
Oh yeah, I want to know.
Tell.
I don't even know this.
I even would like to know.
I don't even know this. Okay, please.
There was a catering event going on at the same time as Tavern Talk. 716 was supposed to be recorded.
Have a
And,
good
yeah.
Okay.
And we could not find a parking spot. And Duran was getting very frustrated. And at that point, he was like, I should just go back. And
Oh. Duran, did he almost didn't participate in the show because he couldn't find a parking spot?
Yes.
Oh,
And then
but there were
the
also-
spot opened, and it was.
There were also some obnoxious people that I had to interact with in the parking lot. So I was a little off.
So
I was a little off my game.
Duran was off his game because he had to interact with human beings and couldn't find a parking spot. Generally, we call that life.
It
I
was
feel like it was a little bit. It was a little bit more edgy.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, he's lying. It was just Duran being a girl.
But I feel like as we do every week when we film, we take whatever we're bringing to the table and we make it work and we roll with it, and we're very good on the fly, except for when Keith takes a drink of a beer and he expects me to say something because I have nothing.
I do that on purpose.
I have nothing to say.
I purposely on the shows will finish a thought and then take a drink and leave Duran open, where he could do one of two things. He could either start talking and just take over the show and really rule the world, or he could just sink and swim like a rock in an ocean.
And I usually just think like a rock.
And he's just a rock every time. And I know he loves the rock, but he becomes a rock.
Whereas unlike now, where we're talking to you, I feel like I have some sort of direction.
Yeah,
And
he's
I
doing
can-
much better in this interview. Doing an interview, he's much better than he is in the one-on-one interaction.
It's actually true. I feel like if we had, when we're filming, I had one person to kind of project all of my thoughts and
Which is what a producer would normally do, but Ron never did.
Ron,
I knew what you were talking about.
Bring up Ron.
He likes when we go. He likes, you know what he likes?
Oh.
He likes. All right, what else you got for us, Robby? Come on, we're rocking and rolling.
This
I'm
is
really
fun.
enjoying
This is fun. I'm enjoying your show. I'm enjoying being on your show.
Again,
I'm
we
enjoying
are
reminiscing in our material.
So we're here on Let's Talk 716. We're here with Robby Bowler. You can find him, Robby39Bowler on Twitter. Is that right?
yeah.
Okay, you can find us at Tavern Talk 716, at Keith White Jr., Keef White Jr.
At Salvatore Morocco, but you just remove the
O.
O.
So just search for Salvatore Morocco because it's weird without the O. Just Salvatore Morocco. And also
At Sissy Fit.
at Sissy Fit.
At Sissy Fit, founder
And
of the
Sissy
Queen
Fit,
City Roller
you
Derby.
find if you go on her Twitter, you will find all kinds of cool hand painted toilet seat covers and tissue boxes and stuff. I retweet those from time to time. I do like the Super Mario ones and the Minecraft ones, stuff like that. You're welcome. So this again is Let's Talk 716. It's normally Let's Talk 716 Sports, but today's episode is without the sports, so I haven't been mentioning the sports portion. We are here with Robby, who's interviewing us. This is his show. I know it sounds different than that, but it is your show, Robby. So,
And since it is Robby's show, we're going to take this moment to hand it back to Robby.
that's what I was trying to do. So I was giving it back to Robby so that he could ask us more questions about episodes I don't remember.
And then, yes, and that's when I took it and I wanted to kind of ease it back to Robby so that he could have the show again.
Which is what I was already doing.
Yes, absolutely. And then I'm going to take this opportunity to personally hand the show back to Robby. Please, by all means, Robby.
So my co-host is giving you the reins back, so continue to ask us questions.
Robby, what's your next question?
During that anti-Ron show, which one were you? Which
Your,
part was your favorite?
which one was our what?
Which part was your favorite part when you were talking about Ron?
Everything anti-Ron.
Anti-Ron
My
show?
favorite part.
Was my favorite part? No. It's a real answer. Okay, my favorite part of the anti-Ron episode of Tavern Talk 716 was probably any part where my handsome face was on camera, which is the whole show.
And my favorite part of the anti-Ron show was when we synced up because we don't rehearse anything.
No, there is zero. You watch the show, you can see there is zero rehearsal.
We don't rehearse anything, but from time to time, because Keith and I are such good friends and we have such a good rapport, we just like vibe off each other. We can it just shoots back and forth, boom, 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 rapid fire. That's not always the case, and it's usually my fault. My apologies. But when we do hit it hits really well, and I feel we did that on the anti-Ron show, and we just kept going, Ron, and none of which was scripted. That was all just us flowing off the hip, off the cuff.
Yeah, that's every episode. We as much as we probably should, we do very little conversing about the show when we're not filming the show. All week, I'll talk to Duran all week, but we don't talk about what's going to happen on the show. We don't prep the show. We don't rehearse the show. We have no script for the show. It is my personal belief. He doesn't necessarily agree. My personal belief, much like this show we're on right now, my personal belief is that if you get in there and you just start going, it will turn out well. Because we just start talking, we just start flowing, we just start doing it, and that's where the magic comes from. And I got to ask you here, Robby, the show that we're doing right now, is this show going well?
It's going pretty good.
There you go, pretty good. I'll take pretty good.
Pretty good. It's good in our book.
Now, on a scale of 1 to 10 of all the shows you've done so far, where do we rank?
Uh,
You can be honest. I don't. You got to just say.
Is that
Was it a 7?
That's an 8. An 8.
An 8.
Eight's phenomenal.
I will take an 8.
Is phenomenal.
An 8 is good. That means you only really,
You're
the
welcome,
only
guys.
show, and it's only
Yeah.
because Sissy bitch.
No, we don't have to do this.
The only episode,
dynamic.
I would say the wrong episode we got, probably the only episode better than this one.
His anti-Ron.
I was gonna say is the next one that we go on.
Oh, yes. Oh, he's leaving room for
Yeah,
error.
yeah, he's
All
leaving room.
right.
Have you had any shows that were 10s yet?
no.
Have you had any shows that were 9s yet?
No.
Yes! Woo! That's what I wanted about!
Yeah. So as we were saying, we don't do any rehearsing, and we like it that way. It may lead to some dead air or some fumbling and rumbling, but it also leads to some very gold, genuine moments, right? And that's what I love about our show. We have a lot of
Our show is
silliness,
real.
a lot of silliness, a lot of goofing, but a lot of just genuine first time you're hearing it moments.
Our show is real. Real, not like Ron. I know he's waiting for that. Yeah.
So I feel
Then Ron,
back to you,
Yeah, there you go.
Robby.
Go ahead, Robby. What else you got for us?
when like when we were on together with Ron, it was like it was you two and then me and then Austin and then Ron.
Talking about Ron's
What we
when we
did
went
with
on
Zoom.
Ron when we went on Ron's show. You're talking
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
we jumped on in the middle of Ron's show to take over and make Ron's show better.
Yeah, and then Ron kind of went off on you guys. It was kind of funny.
I don't remember him
Ron,
going on.
I don't recall this either. I don't think there's ever been a moment where Ron's went off on us because we just
No, like he said something. I don't remember what he said.
He said, "You guys are awesome."
And then he comes back and posts that video and says he's gonna fire you.
Well, yeah, that did happen. Those two things didn't happen that close together. But he did post a video where he said he was going to replace us. And also, we did go on his show and make it better. So those things did happen. We did go on his show, and you were on there, Robby, and we went on there, and we did not talk sports, but we lightened up the mood as we do. And then he posted a video, he wants to replace us. That to me screams jealousy.
Yeah, it did.
Boom!
I
Robby,
yeah, and
having a lot of fun on your show, Rob.
I kind of agree with you guys. Don't get replaced.
Thank you very much.
don't get replaced.
We're gonna try our best.
We're doing our best.
We're gonna do our best not to replace us, but it's real hard for a guy to replace us that can't.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So Ron has absolutely zero involvement in the current entity that is Tavern Talk 716. So let that be said. Ron can't replace us because
we would just change the show to Ravern Rock 716 if we had to.
we are 100% producing, editing, and airing this show. So I just want to let it be clear that Ron can't fire us because we are 100% bringing this show to the audience.
But if he wants to pay money for advertisements during our show, talking about us and how he wants to replace us, I'm more than happy to take his money week after week after week. He is more than welcome to place advertisements during our show talking about how awful we are, because I don't mind when people talk bad about me. I just know I'm great. So, and Duran's okay.
And I want it to be clear, we have no ill will toward Ron.
Oh, no, not
We
at all.
just don't want him involved in the show.
We just don't want him involved in the show, and also we hate him. But other than that, we have no
Yeah,
ill will.
100%, nothing but love.
Right, we think he's the worst, but other than that, there's no ill will.
I think Ron's a funny guy.
I agree. Ron is funny looking. Good call, Robby.
I like it.
Well, when
Yeah, you have our full support.
when he wore his match jersey, I was like,
Yeah, that was the word.
Ron?
Yeah, Ron. Why would you do it now? You say it.
Like,
Say Ron. Say it the way we say it. Do it.
I can't.
That's okay. It's okay. He'll come around.
You'll get there. You'll get there, Robby. Don't worry.
And
Robby, 100% your show. Let's roll with it. Go.
God, there's probably a gap between.
No, it's a delay. It's fine. He's got it, but I like giving it back to him because he's in charge.
We're not on the Today Show.
I like letting him know that he is the boss.
Well, he knows that this is his show, Let's Talk 716, starring Robby Bowler. He knows.
But
His name's in the show.
Tonight is starring.
Well, tonight it's starring us, but we're just the guests. We're the guests.
Oh, okay. My fault.
And also Sissy Fit's here. So don't be like that. I'm sorry, Robby, what's your next question? Please, ask away. We are here for you. We are here to help your show.
what does your friend do outside of being in the audience?
Oh, that's for you. I was going to say, I have many friends. But...
Absolutely. This is your chance to run with the roller derby and the art.
So you want to hear about the roller derby?
Yeah.
I am on the board of the roller derby league, and I like to paint, especially toilet seats.
What unique?
Unique New York. Unique New York.
That is a unique
The
slate.
Human Torch was denied
Slate?
eventually.
What did I say? Slate?
You said slate.
It's
A
a
unique,
canvas. A unique canvas.
Yes.
Not very many people are painting on toilet seats. And Sissy Fit, actually, the company is called Debbie is Adopted. If you go to debbieIsAdopted.com,
Yeah.
you
No.
will
Etsy. Debbie is the doctor.
at Etsy, Debbie is Adopted, you will find a plethora of painted toilet seats of all your favorite artists and cartoons. And
I'm going to tell you, Robby, you are a lucky man because having her on the show as a guest was actually my plan for once we were back to live at bars, is that I had planned on bringing her on the show as a guest. So all this info, all these tips, all this stuff she's given you was originally scheduled for us.
It's
So you're getting it all.
exclusive.
You're getting this all as an exclusive far before we're getting it.
Yeah.
So you were getting Sissy Fit and all her artwork far before we were able to promote it. So you, sir, are getting the exclusive. You should be feeling very, very privileged right now.
As am I.
And it's 100% unique to decorate your homes, toilet seats, tissue boxes, picture frames, you name it, outside of the box, Sissy Fit does it, Debbie is Adopted. Check it out.
Wow.
Robby, you like Super Mario?
No.
You don't like Super Mario?
Wrong answer.
You don't like Super Mario Brothers? You like Minecraft? If you played a video game other than NHL or Madden in your life,
No.
How about Star Wars?
you like Star Wars?
May the 4th.
All right. Anyway, that's okay.
It's neither here nor there.
That's okay, Robby. Either way, she does some awesome Super Mario tissue boxes and toilet seat covers. She does some other ones that feature Star Wars. She's got some that are. Did I see one was I want to say Kiss, but I don't know if it was one with Kiss.
No, Misfits.
Misfits, that's what it was. The Misfits. Do you know the band, the Misfits, Robby? You don't have to like them, do you? Have you heard of them?
I haven't heard of them.
Okay, there's a band called the Misfits. Very, very popular throughout the world. She does some of those.
The Beatles.
The Beatles. You know the Beatles?
I've heard of them, but
You are killing me, Robby. You can pretend. You're killing me here. Okay, let's start over. Robby, you like Super Mario Brothers?
I haven't heard of that show.
Say yes, I love Super Mario Brothers. Let's start over. Robbie, you like Super Mario Brothers?
I haven't heard of that before.
It's okay. It's for, right now we're doing a little promotion here, so you have to say yes. Robbie, you like Super Mario Brothers?
Yeah.
Awesome. Everyone loves Super Mario Brothers. So Sissy Fit does some toilet seat covers and some tissue boxes and stuff with Super Mario Brothers, which you love, as does everyone else, along with a bunch of other products that you can find on her Etsy store. You see, we could have gotten there 5 minutes ago, but you just kept saying no to